Welcome in, my beautiful friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Now, this is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. It's also timeless. So whenever you are showing up in this sacred space with me is when you're meant to receive this message. So let's go ahead, call in spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So I've been feeling this powerful wave of healing energy that is moving through the collective recently. And I've been finding myself reaching for the sacred woundings deck often over the last 3 to 4 weeks. So here we are with it again. These woundings, these emotions, these feelings, this poking at your emotional body is happening through the experiences you're having, but because you're meant to go through healing of whatever this is. So your first card here is the wound of the chained giant. The wound of the chained giant. Immense power held back by self-doubt. This wound lives in the gap between your potential and your belief in it. You feel the strength within you, but fear, shame, or past rejection keeps it restrained. It can leave you playing small, overthinking every move, or waiting for permission to become who you already are, right? So you might be resonating with the images on these cards today. And the second wound is the wound of the invisible cry. All right, so suffering unseen, unheard, and unheld. This wound forms when your pain goes unnoticed, whether because you hid it, were taught to minimize it, or were surrounded by those who couldn't hold it. You learn to cry in silence, to cope alone, and it can leave you feeling abandoned in your own darkest moments and unsure if your needs are worth naming. All right, so one more wound coming up is the wound of the smiling bruise. So the message here is laughter used to cover what hurts. This wound forms when humor becomes a shield, deflecting attention from pain you're not ready or allowed to show. You become the light one, the funny one, while quietly aching beneath the surface. It can leave you feeling unseen, emotionally split, and unsure how to be real without losing connection. So these may be rising at this time through the experiences you are having. These once were worn as weakness, but now they're going to be worn as strength. So this is the process that you are moving through. So I'm going to pull a healing message for you now and see what it is that you're meant to hear. Believe in the power of light. They're encouraging you to believe in the power of light. And you may have seen a little lion somewhere in your life recently. This is a confirmation, a sign. So trust in the higher plan. Your path is protected. Nothing can harm you here. So once again, trust in the higher plan. Your path is protected. Nothing can harm you. All right, so we have the number 20 here. So this number may be significant for you. It is a light code that you may be seeing somewhere connecting you to this message. And I've got an affirmation as well, so feel free to write this down and use it or seal it in the comment section below. I am divinely protected. I am divinely protected. So no matter what experience you are having, know that you are safe and protected in it. Okay, so ground, center, release the weight of stress, worry, and anxiety. All right, so let's pull 3 tarot cards and see what else is coming through for you. So we are getting the Death card. There's something ending here. This is why I've been feeling a heavy energy, but the healing sweeping through. So know that you are divinely supported and guided at this time. And this is something that your soul is meant to move through in order to evolve. Okay, so there's a purpose and a reason to everything that is happening in your life right now. You are incredibly strong. And the 4 of Cups is coming in as a slow period that this feels like. It feels like it's never going to end. And There's timing here as some sort of a restriction or limitation or constraint that they're bringing into your awareness. So they want you to release it and let it go. Nobody goes through the same thing at the same time or in the same amount of time, right? So there's some sort of comparison I'm picking up here. So they want you to let whatever this is go, because this is an opportunity for you to heal through whatever experience you're having. And we have the Ace of Cups. This is a breakthrough in your healing. And this is a beautiful experience. Sometimes we don't think of it as a beautiful experience because the experience itself is incredibly difficult or it's just uncomfortable. What I'm getting here is there's an activation of your heart center happening here. This is your emotional body that is feeling everything right now. So you may be feeling that your sensory ability is a little bit more amplified. So you're feeling into things more or feeling emotional recently. So don't be too hard on yourself. This is something that you are meant to go through, and these are things that you are meant to feel at this time. All right, so I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So yeah, I feel there's something beautiful happening here because I'm getting abundance, prosperity, your dreams, your desires coming in. And there's something that was in the way of that. And the Spirit is working with you, participating as a co-creating partner, clearing some of this with you. And it starts with you, right? You are initiating this. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. Something is finally dissolving here, and I feel there may have been a layer of illusion somewhere. And I want you to also pay attention to the numbers here. We have the number 13, and I've been getting this number coming in quite a bit. It feels like lucky 13. So good luck is here, even though, and you know what I feel is happening here is fate is coming in, playing a role in all of this. It's in the background working its magic. Okay, so 13, 4, and 1. All light codes connecting you to this message, to this energy, to this reading. And I feel somewhere you have asked for some guidance, some sort of clarity or a sign, and you are now receiving it. All right, so the energy of death, I want you to know that this is something that we all experience. It's a part of life. And there's a rebirth that is happening here through the process of the energy of death somewhere in your life. This could be a dark period that you're moving through. It could be, you know, intense healing. And I'm getting the shadow diver coming through, someone who is initiating the dive into the shadows, the depths, to clear away anything subconsciously that might be interfering with what you are creating. And with the Four of Cups, I do see a manifestation that is taking shape, that is taking form. So, you know, in this process of a manifestation forming, materializing, we do experience what I like to call growing pains. You're being called to step out of your comfort zone. This Death card is the comfort zone with a dark night of the soul, it feels like. And darkness doesn't necessarily have to be negative, right? But it feels like an experience that is shifting your life in the most powerful way. And this is a redirection, a course correct kind of. And had you not gone through this, you wouldn't be here today, kind of a vibe with it, right? So I look back at my past and some of the most wildest, toughest hardships I've gone through, I realize had I not gone through them, I wouldn't be here in front of you today. Had anything gone differently, I would probably be somewhere totally different, right? So again, there's a purpose and a reason. Your soul is evolving, you are growing, you are learning. And there is an old self that is fading into the distance here. And you are emerging as this higher version. There's more knowledge, understanding, a new perspective here. This is something that you are adjusting through the death energy. I feel that there's definitely something leaving your life. Someone may have passed away. They're on the other side and they're guiding you as a part of your spirit team. You know, perhaps you're in that space and that energy and it feels very long, it feels heavy. Sometimes it feels like it's never going to end, but know that there's light at the end of the tunnel and you are reaching the end of the tunnel. You're going to reach it, you're going to get past it, and there's a new experience ahead. And I'm seeing that your heart is opening through this process, and the heart opening is important because maybe this is where something felt like it was blocked and there's been a clearing. You're making room here. The practice of gratitude here is going to be incredibly important, which is coming through the Four of Cups, right? To immerse yourself in the experience you're having and finding the beauty in it, finding the abundance, the love, you know, everything there within the experience you are currently having. So wherever you are right now, as you're here in this collective space, know that you're exactly where you're meant to be and you are exactly who you're meant to be. They want you to trust in the process, but most importantly, trust in you within this process, right? To ground and stabilize yourself. This is the energy of the Four of Cups, the emotional body. I'm getting emotional management here, centering, calming, right? Silencing, observing, right? You're not meant to pass through your life. You're meant to live through your life. And sometimes what happens here is we float around in the noise of the world, disconnected from ourselves or on autopilot, unaware. So there's this like process of becoming more aware and also connecting with your spiritual gifts, but also your emotional body, which is your intuitive body, right? So the Phoenix rising, we've got the horse here. You know, you might have been seeing a horse recently. You may have been born the year of the horse, or the year of the horse represents something for you. And 13, I'm getting superstition here. I don't know if you believe in superstition or you have some sort of rituals or practices around something specific that was passed down to you from ancestors, your family. I'm seeing something here like this being cleared, right? And you are the one that is clearing it. It's you that is cutting the cord on whatever this is in the way that you're doing it. So again, you are going to move through this. This is only temporary. And there's so much that you are learning here. There is a major expansion in your consciousness. And I feel that Spirit is leading you into a place of leadership with this. Like I'm seeing you sharing your story, and there's something here that, you know, fear, doubt can no longer stand in the way, right? So I feel you're breaking free from something in this. And this major healing period, trust and allow yourself to move through it in the way that you're moving through it. There is no timing for you. There isn't for anyone. Everyone has their own process, you know. It's just different for everyone. And, you know, sometimes people tell us or say stuff that make us feel like, what's wrong with us? Why am I not getting over this as quickly as this person did? Or like whatever this is, there's almost like this internal comparison that is happening here. And then this fear or doubt that creep in. And then it kind of slows things down. And I'm definitely getting this like focus on speed here, on slowness. Like there's something here with time. I keep feeling like some sort of a restriction that is in the way. So they're bringing this into your awareness so you're not holding time as some sort of important thing for you. I know that sometimes we want things to happen in a certain time, certain way. Now is not the time to focus on that. Let's let that go and allow ourselves to immerse ourselves in this present moment and move from this space, because this is where all the magic is happening. And here, Spirit is offering you something, this whole entire experience that you've been having recently. There's something here behind it all. You can sense it, you can feel it, because I'm feeling into your emotional body here, right? You're feeling the change. It's like a season. It's going from summer to fall, maybe fall to winter, or winter to spring, or spring to summer. Whatever this energy for you is, it's there and you know it, you're feeling it. So trust that and know that all is going to work out well for you. This you're going to overcome. And this is going to become a strength for you. And that the becoming more stronger, what hasn't broken you is building you much more stronger. And you're going to be able to share this with others. So focus on the now. Focus on what you've already created and look for the love in your life. Look for the happiness. Look for what it is that makes your heart sing. You know, sometimes we don't have experiences where we are moving through that because we're meant to experience something else. But both exist in the same place, is what Spirit is saying. It exists in the same place. So they don't want, but they're encouraging you, because you're in alignment with whatever this is. You are incredibly strong. You have that awareness. You know. So as you're watching this and receiving the information, I feel you're connecting the dots today. It feels almost uncanny to you. And because I'm getting time and rush, perhaps you've been rushing around today or in the last few days looking for things or putting things together, puzzle pieces, trying to figure it out, or trying to find, like, there's a lot of searching here. Maybe this is exploration even. And I know that this is, again, something that you're meant to move through. So flow through it rather than fighting, resisting, or trying to control it. Just flow through it and allow your heart to lead you here. And focus on the beautiful things that are happening in your life right now. Look at the sun shining outside, or whatever the weather is, the beautiful animals that are out there. I love to connect with nature, especially animals. And I remember when I used to work in the city, I didn't really have a forest around or nature, but nature was there through the birds, right? Through the sky, the clouds, all of it. So at lunch, I would go for a walk outside, no matter the weather, for an hour. And I just feel the energy of the air. I'm an observer. I'm a people watcher. So I'm taking everything in. And it's just really nice to get out of the work environment and go for a walk like that. So this is how I'm feeling this card to show up, is to connect with that peace and calm, that freedom to walk out and just be and not have any kind of pressure of the everyday world, right? So know that this cup coming through the clouds is a universe offering you something, and it's here in the now, in this present moment. So feel into it. It's not like you're meant to look for it and find it like that. Like you're not meant to obsessively go look for it. It's just you're in this state of peace with it. And that's where it shows up. And this feels like a breakthrough, a cracking and opening of something that was percolating and there was pressure building. And finally it bursts and it's released. And there's a huge sigh of relief here. And there's this beautiful exchange that is happening here to the oneness of everything, right? There's this beautiful interconnectedness experience here. So to me, this feels like you're connecting with people. And maybe there's something new that you're going to experience with someone where either the relationship enhances, like it gets deeper, or the dynamics shift, but in a positive way. And it could be a relationship ending. Okay, so the ending is actually a blessing. So whatever the experience is, fate is at play here. And it's working in your favor, and sometimes it doesn't look like that, right? It might not feel like that. I'm getting like this feeling and what you're seeing at odds with one another, or some sort of trying to figure out what the feeling is compared to what you're actually seeing or what is happening. Like there's some sort of communication or some sort of language that you are learning within the experience you're having. So again, trust yourself within the experience. Everything is happening for a reason here. And what else is this that's coming through this? Look for the peace in your life. Protect that peace as well. And the energy of water, there's something fluid here. You're not meant to be rigid at this time. So if you are overstructured or you're not able to be flexible and move, things may feel a little bit slower. So allow yourself to surrender to the flow or the currents that you're experiencing, and allow yourself to just move and follow what it is that you're feeling into. And if you feel that your nervous system is overactive or reactive, this is a signal for you when you recognize that I'm feeling all of this way because of this energy. Like, what is happening with me? Let's center, let's ground, let's breathe through it. Implement practices that help you keep your nervous system grounded and steady, right? You want to stay at peace within yourself as you're moving through this external chaos or silence, right? It's interesting because we're all moving through different experiences. You'll have to share with me how the energy of death is coming in and how this opening from the ending is showing up. This might be a past experience because they are showing me here something from your past to the now to the future. And there's a split on your path here. I feel the death card was the split or is the split. There's a path that you're walking and a new one that is showing up. And there's like a huge decision you are making here. So this also feels like a crossroads for some of you. Hold strong here. All right, remember that you are in charge here. You are, sometimes we can influence things, sometimes we can't. Right now, it's no bother about that. Let's create some peace in our mind and move through this, feel into this, allow you to let your emotions flow through. So, some of you are holding on to your emotions, right? Not wanting to be vulnerable. And I feel there's been some sort of a recent experience where I feel you wanted to be vulnerable, and there's this like learning to be more vulnerable or open. This is the Ace of Cups, right? And connecting, and there's a huge transformation here happening in your life with this experience. And again, it's going to be different for each of us. So know that this is a new experience for you. There's major healing happening and a lot of blessings and miracles that are coming into your life, ones that you are already experiencing. They're showing up already here. So they're encouraging you not to get caught up in external energies that don't belong to you, because then you don't see what's already there, right? So that practice of gratitude is going to be incredibly important. So soul mirror. We've got the universe reflecting to you, responding to you, and all kinds of things. So I just was called to use this deck today. So let's see what message is being drawn out through this. So we're getting a search. Oh my gosh, look at that. I felt the search. So it's coming through now. External, internal, right? External and internal search. So you might be resonating with the image of this card today. So let's see what it is Spirit wants to share here. Look no further. Your search has ended. You have found what you are looking for, and it's you. What you're looking for is not outside of you. It is you. So your external search is a reflection of the parts of yourself you have yet to embrace. Be the master of your own reality, the impeccable creatress, creator, weaving life with your own unique gifts. You are an immaculate and perfect creator of our shared reality. Step into your authentic being so that your truth and your light can illuminate and join hand in hand with the beautiful mosaic of life. If you are still searching in the outer world, reflect on these external needs and desires as they are calling to you what you are not perceiving within yourself. Your external search is in fact a search for a part of you that you don't recognize or see yet. The external validation, seeking, blaming, or wanting is what keeps you from being you. Release the self-imposed cage of seeking outside of yourself. When you do, everything in the external realm will naturally find you because you have found yourself, and it will reflect this. So hold your space, feel your calm, and bring your peace. Trust that everything will flow lovingly your way. You have everything you need inside of you. And I've got some reflection prompts here, so feel free to write these down and use them. What do your external needs and desires say about you and what you are not perceiving with yourself? What self-imposed cage of seeking do you need to release in order to see your true self? And last, how can you trust and believe that you have everything you need within yourself? All right, so that is your message through search. And we're going to go ahead, close, and seal your reading now with an angel number. So let's see what's coming through for you. Self-love is going to be huge here. Having faith is also something. 0000, that's taking me to the void, the empty space that you might be finding yourself in, which might represent the death card, right? So it's a space you're meant to be in because there's a search happening here. So have faith here. Trust the process. There's something coming full circle. You might be noticing this. There's this feeling of oneness and wholeness. You are bonding and merging, and it really does feel like you're in a cocoon. It feels like a cocoon experience. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, before we part ways, I wanted to share some exciting news with you. My daughter and I have recently launched these beautiful pendants. This is the Celestial Collection. These are zodiac medallions. They come in 18 karat gold vermeil and sterling silver. Today, you can see that I'm wearing my Gemini sun sign and my Leo moon sign, and I'm going to be wearing these off. I'm not taking them off. Now, I want you to know that each piece is blessed with love and intention. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave you a link in the description box below for where you can find these and you can secure yours today. I'm also going to leave you with a message from my daughter today so that way you can personally meet her and hear her words for this collection and then the ad campaign after that. So thank you so much again for all of your support, everyone.
Hi everyone, Ria's daughter here, Ashley from Sacred Haven. Me and Ria just released our first collection ever and I wanted to share why we created it. From the beginning, we wanted to create jewelry that you guys felt connected to and personal that you could wear every day. That's why we created all 12 of the zodiac signs, because every sign has a different story and energy behind it, so everyone can find their piece that feels most like them. I'm wearing my Sagittarius pendant today, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I've gotten so many compliments so far. We hope you love the collection as much as we do, and thank you so much for all your support.